In this video, I will talk about how zooming out can help you when you want to correct something about your posture. Maybe you are aware of your habit to crane your neck and head forwards towards the computer screen. Maybe you would like to correct your rounded shoulders or your sway back. By the way, Alexander Technique teachers generally try to avoid the word posture because this word can trigger rigidity and tension in people. For most people, the word posture is associated with standing up straight or sitting up straight, as if we are statues that need to be fixed into one position. In this way, we forget that we are always in movement and that we are meant to subtly and effortlessly rebalance ourselves, even when we're standing or sitting still. Before doing our next experiment together, I would like to share with you that as an Alexander Technique teacher, I've experienced that a student can have a strong, but unfortunately incorrect belief about what's wrong with their posture. This incorrect idea can be an obstacle to a long-term solution because it will send them looking for a solution in the wrong direction. So please have an open mind about what you think is wrong with you. It might be different than you think. Now, let's start our experiment. Let's assume you have a correct diagnosis about what needs to be changed. And let's assume you would like to improve your rounded shoulders. How to proceed from here? If you're like most people, including me, before I became an Alexander teacher, you would probably want to improve your rounded shoulders by making them straight. Let's try this out right now and straighten our shoulders together. Observe yourself. Are you zooming into a specific body part? How is your breathing responding? Do you notice tension levels increasing or decreasing? What's happening in your back and in your neck? Next, for the sake of this experiment, let's allow our shoulders to become rounded again. But this time, let's pause and zoom out. Pausing means that you don't need to change or correct something immediately. Instead, fully accept the way your shoulders are right now. Then look into the distance and come back to your broad panoramic vision. Become aware of the ceiling high above you, while at the same time your feet are resting on the ground in opposition. Allow your body to smoothly follow these spatial directions without forcing or pushing. Become aware of the space to your far left and right, extending into the distance. And finally, become aware of the vast space behind you. Observe yourself again. How was your breathing this time? Did something change in your shoulders or anywhere else? What happened to your tension levels? Did you discover something new? Maybe something that has been contributing to your rounded shoulders, like your neck? As you see, zooming in is unhelpful when you want to change something about your posture. When zooming in, you try to directly improve a part by creating tension in another part. And as a result, you will hold your breath and movement will become limited. Try to keep your shoulders straight and at the same time pick an apple. Or try to keep your shoulders straight and reach for a pen, or play the trombone. Another disadvantage of this direct approach is that you will get tired of maintaining the improvement. And you will fall back into your old habit. And before you know it, you're in the yo-yo effect of rounded versus overly tense shoulders. Obviously, this is not really a long-term solution, because really changing a habit requires change at much more than just the physical level. It requires understanding and change at a brain, mind, and emotional level too. By learning to zoom out, you will more likely contribute to a long-term solution, because usually the cause of rounded shoulders or the sway back will not be found in the shoulders or the lower back alone. To find the root cause of the rounded shoulders or the sway back, we have to zoom out of them. When you zoom out, you can observe your overall balance. Is my head balancing freely on the top of my spine? Is my head balancing above my sitting bones, or is it in front? Is my head balancing above my feet, or slightly behind? Is my back a unity from my atlas to my sitting bones? Am I collapsing and going down in my body? Or am I unconsciously tensing up? Are my arms pulled up into my shoulders? Or do I allow them to release? Are my legs contracting into my pelvis? Do I tense my feet unconsciously? All these things need to be taken into consideration. When zooming out, we can find out about the connections between our thinking, our bodies, and our emotions, in order to get a much bigger picture of understanding, real change, and prevention. Now, please think back to our little experiment with the rounded shoulders. To encourage your shoulders to change and allow them to widen, the Alexander technique has a second skill, which is called directing. Directing will help you change without the negative side effects of holding your breath or creating excess tension between your shoulder blades. Instead, directing will help you change in such a way that you will not only keep breathing, but will even enhance your breathing while changing. When you learn to direct, you will gradually create a new healthy habit of softening and lengthening your neck and widening your shoulders during all your daily life activities. Would you like to learn more about directing? Find yourself a certified Alexander Technique teacher and book yourself a lesson. On top of that, download my free Think Up app and get help changing your posture during more than 95 daily life activities. Have fun practicing zooming out and see you next time.